3 street artists hired to provide apolitical background graffiti for the set of a refugee camp on Showtime's Homeland subverted expectations, and instead they painted messages in Arabic that criticize the series. Sunday's episode of Homeland actually aired the graffiti, which in Arabic reads, "Homeland is racist." Now, there's even pictures of Claire Danes, which we can pull up now, of actually standing in front of the graffiti, seemingly completely unaware that the graffiti is actually criticizing the very show that she's a star of. Now, the artists Heba Amin, Stone, and Karam Cap, they said that the opportunity was given to them, and they considered what to do with this opportunity. They were asked to create this art, and they decided to use the opportunity to make their point by subverting the message that the show is in itself racist. Here's a little quote of what they had to say. They said the content of what was written on the walls, however, was of no concern. In their eyes, Arabic script is merely a supplementary visual that completes the horror fantasy of the Middle East, a poster image dehumanizing an entire region to humanless figures in black burkas, and moreover, this season, to refugees. Homeland has come under a lot of fire across its seasons. There was one season where the former Prime Minister of Israel was compared to a fictional Taliban leader. Beirut was portrayed in an unflattering way. The Lebanese tourism minister complained about this, that he was considering a lawsuit. So, you know, this show is coming under a lot of fire, and it's pretty amazing that these artists decided to take this opportunity and do something about it.
What's pretty amazing is the fact that Homeland hired these artists, right, and entrusted them to do something that they wanted. Meanwhile, they had no idea that they would actually, you know, make fun of them at the same time. I think that's pretty amazing that also they don't have anyone on that show, any producer, anyone to check what they actually have to say, because this episode actually aired. That in itself is pretty ridiculous, that you don't have any Arabic-speaking people on a show. Like that guy said, I mean, it is dehumanizing, because at the same time, a lot of Americans don't know at all what's going on in these countries in the Middle East. They don't know anything. So for them, they don't watch the news, they don't read the news. So for them, this is their news, and they take this stuff serious, and then they build their own stereotypes about the Middle East through these television shows. I'm not saying the producers and the shows do it, but a lot of American people who don't know what's going on take these things to heart, and they think these shows are real.
I absolutely agree, and to me it's called propaganda. You can absolutely enforce your opinions and enforce your propaganda on the public that watch a drama like this and think it's based on reality. One quite amusing statement that was released by the co-creator of the show, Alex Ganza. He said this, he said, "We wish we'd caught these images before they made it to air. However, as Homeland always strives to be subversive in its own right and a stimulus for conversation, we can't help but admire this act of artistic sabotage." I actually love that statement. At least he's appreciative that these artists, you know, they did something big, they did something bold, very creative and intelligent to get their point across. He probably loves the publicity.
Oh yeah, for sure. And probably getting the show a lot of publicity too, right? Ironically. But again, to my point earlier, I mean, when was the last time you saw a show about a country in Africa, for example, when it didn't involve a civil war, blood diamonds, or some crazy conflict with some crazy general recruiting child soldiers, right? When are we going to start depicting normal life in these countries when the U.S. is making these shows and movies? I don't know.
Well, what do you think at home? Do you think that Homeland is racist propaganda, or do you think that it's just drama depicting what is really going on in these other countries? What do you think about the artists taking this chance? This actually aired on Sunday, and no one on the set could do anything to stop it until after it came to light what they had written in the background. Is Homeland racist? Let us know your thoughts in the space below. Please keep watching for more.